age, everybody needs insurance, wants better insurance, and wants to know more about it. So we brought in Mr. Carlos Villalobos with Carlos Villalobos Insurance. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me again. It's a
Now,
pleasure.
now you've been doing this for a couple of years now, right?
Just started.
Just got his license.
Yeah.
3 decades ago.
Yeah, a lot of you listening probably haven't been alive as long as he's been doing insurance. Not aging
Hey,
you.
wait a
You
minute.
just started doing insurance at a very young age, Carlos.
Thank you. Yes.
And if you want to check out our, we'd love you to join us here at the Vault Media Studio by going to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. Click on the live streaming, and boom, voila, you enter the Vault Media Studio right here at Skyline Home Loans. And you can see that I'm playing Barney today in my purple shirt.
Yep,
And
wearing my Skyline garb.
Yeah, Gino's trying to support the Raiders, and we got the very handsome Carlos Villalobos in the house. And he's going to share 2 very important things about insurance that you didn't know. And one, I'm going to steal your line. You have to stay tuned for the entire show because Carlos has groundbreaking information in regard to earthquake insurance. How you like that pun?
I love it.
Stole that from
He's
Gino.
he's going to steal that and use it all week long.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, because seriously, Carlos has brought to our attention some incredible information regarding earthquake insurance. Have we had some shakes lately?
Right? It's
We
just been
just
like
do.
a lot of micro
And then
maybe
you see,
warnings.
Yeah, you see Nepal just gone. So there's stuff happening, and we all know. And don't put your head in the sand and say you don't know that we have one coming. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a significant earthquake now for
Over
over
20
20 years. So,
We're due.
yeah, I
we're-
was just going to say, if you've been hedging your bets, like I have,
Uh-huh.
with my properties, I think with what Carlos just enlightened us on, and we'll talk a little bit more about it
Yeah,
later.
we're just going to tease you for a little longer.
It's definitely making me reconsider earthquake insurance. for
Yeah,
sure.
so stay tuned for that. We're going to start off with another very important thing for anybody that has purchased a townhome or condo.
Or is about to.
Or is about to, because a lot of you think, oh, I pay HOA. I am all taken care of. You probably did not know you have to have insurance on it. And there's a reason you need to have insurance on it. And Carlos, you can help enlighten us a little bit more about condo insurance, because a lot of buyers think HOA's got that covered for us.
Correct. I will be happy to discuss that in the next segment.
No, we're talking about
No,
that.
we're
This
gonna
right
go
now.
now,
We're
yeah.
teasing.
Now is the time.
Yeah, we're hiding. We're gonna tease about the earthquake insurance a little
See,
later.
you guys threw a curveball at me.
We did.
That's
We did.
okay. We know you can hit it.
I don't know. Strike one. That was strike one, right?
It's okay. You got 2 more at bats.
Hey, no, pay attention to this. This is really cool. When as you gain in your years and get older, the nice thing you finally learn about and growing up and doing business with individuals, it's so much nicer to do business with not just true professionals, those are experienced, but also people you like, that are real people that will listen to you, you enjoy working with, you know has got your back, and you can tell Carlos is very calm, cool, and collected, and just a real guy. You're so easy to talk to about our insurance. There's no sales going on. It's just, what do you want? What do you need? Here's my advice, and here we go.
I think you're correct. I've been doing this so long that I don't need to make a sale to make me happy. What makes me happy is to make sure that if you ever need it, it's there for you and it's going to protect you. So it does make it easier. I don't have the pressure that I have to sell everybody I talk to, because that doesn't work out too well.
Yeah.
Normally people can see right through that. So going back, and I apologize for trying to go to another segment. We're in the right segment here. Condo insurance, it's very important. A lot of people that are in a condo think that the homeowners association is going to cover everything, and they don't realize that all they're really covering is the common areas and the dwelling. So if there is damage to their unit, a lot of HOA policies only cover up to the drywall,
Okay.
and then it's your responsibility. That being said, there are policies out there that the HOA will cover everything inside, but just the building. So we're still missing your personal property. That's not covered.
Even then too. I mean, we still then they enter the gray area of what about my appliances? What about my granite kitchen countertops?
Any upgrades will be excluded.
Exactly.
Unless you have-
And nobody thinks about that leaky toilet. That happens so often.
Oh, the one above you?
Yeah. I mean, there's so many issues that you don't think of because you think the HOA is going to cover, but if you have condo insurance, it basically protects you. And it's cheaper than a normal, you're not having to rebuild the whole dwelling, so it's actually very affordable.
It is, and it doesn't really matter if it's affordable or not anymore, because nowadays if you
It's
buy
required.
a condo, it's a requirement, whereas before it wasn't.
So I'll talk to that point a little bit. The reason is we see this on some refinances, right, where someone didn't have insurance.
Right.
They're going to refinance. They think they're going to save $200 a month on their payment, which they are, but they have to take into consideration that they may have to start paying $30, $40, $50 a month for coverage because they didn't have it before. But it's just an educational piece. Once they know that they weren't really covered in the first place, they're usually shocked.
Yeah, a lot of people are under the impression that they are covered under that HOA, but liability is another good example. You have a get-together.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody falls and trips inside your condo. You're liable, not the association. So the policy that you would buy from an agent, like myself, would be covering that, which is very important. We all get together with friends. We all have family members come over, maybe visiting from out of state, and
I never have parties.
Yeah, right.
I don't
You've been
believe
there,
that, but okay. It also includes like loss of use. Let's say that your unit has no damage, but the fire is going to make you live outside your unit for a couple of weeks. Well, who's going to pay for that unless you have a policy?
Oh, see, there's
You
so
know, and
many things.
I hate
yeah.
to digress a little bit, but it's similar to renter's insurance as well. I mean, I know that I actually had a loss on one of my properties, and the person who was the happiest is the person who had renter's coverage, because not only did they get to supplement whatever was needed from mine, but they had their own. They got relocated to the Marriott. They lived in the Marriott for 3 weeks. It was great.
You're correct. A lot of people that rent, whether it be a condo or an apartment or even a home, they don't realize that renter's insurance is very, very important and very economical. It's not that expensive.
So let's talk about condo insurance cost for a minute. Is it very affordable?
It all depends on the coverages. It can be anywhere from as little as $300 to as high as $1,500. Then again, you get to choose what is more important to you, and that's what determines the policy premium.
I mean, we've seen it being from basically all the, we do quite a few, condo and townhome loans. It's very affordable. And what's nice is, of course, the client is now you are protected. You're protected. Your contents are protected. The liability, I didn't even think about the liability piece of it. That could be devastating to you down the road. And then loss of time and use and all that stuff that comes in play. So, Carlos, a good thing for them to do, I would imagine, is get a hold of you so that you can go over their options and let them know what it really covers and how it will protect them, right?
Exactly. The easiest way to get a hold of me is just call me at the office at 661-255-8282. And either myself or one of my assistants will be happy to help you out.
I know, and you have a great website now at carlosvillalobosinsurance.com, right?
Correct.
Carlos Villalobos.
You can go on the website and just go ahead and put in a comment, and we'll get right back to you.
Very cool. All right, Carlos. So you're here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show with Carlos Villalobos, Insurance. He has 30 years of experience. Going to share with you, I'm going to have to use it again, some groundbreaking information. None of us wants that. Regarding earthquake insurance, there's options that were not available until now, and Carlos is going to share that with you. Please stay tuned. It's going to affect all of us on the San Andreas Fault here in Santa Clarita. We'll be right back.